We are no good news, but the para. Forget the news, they be lamba. I pay my dues, me sorry. Now then they thief, they be bara. I want just they won't buy person. The more you look, now the less you see. Give us also we go take tested. A mini baller, no need Jesse. Cause in the city.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're breaking down how I mixed this song that you just listened to. I'm giving you the breakdown. First of all, it's a 2-track beat, and I'll be explaining what I did on the 2-track. So before wasting your time, let's go down to explaining what we did there. Now, first on the plugin is I went to the 2-track. I used this sound filter. I used it in, it's more like representing the suit. I'm trying to create space for because in the 2-track bit, it's, this is the 2-track. This is the 2-track bit, which is on the top here. Let me solo it. So basically, this is the 2-track. So what I did was I went to create sidechain to allow my vocals cut in the mix inside the 2-track. So let me just show you what it's doing before I go down to the vocals.
Sorry, now then they thief, they be bara. I want just they won't buy person. The more you look, now the less you see. Give us also we go take tested. A mini baller, no need Jesse. Cause in the city, people busy. I beg you, send.
So basically, I just got this side chaining the vocals, the vocal box onto this, which is the vocal box is at bus 3, which is vocal box, and that's all I did there. Moving on, let's go to the vocals. Let me solo the vocals, and I'll play you without processing. Then I'll then engage the processing on the vocals, and this is the raw vocals.
Everybody want jackpot. We are no good Jones, but they para. Forget the news, they be lamba. I pay my dues, me sorry. Now then they thief, they be bara. I want just they won't buy person. The more you look, now the less you see. Give us also we go take Jesty.
So basically, this is how the vocal sounds. And what I did started first with this Nectar 4 with the EQ inside and also the DSR. That's the only module I'm using. So let's break down what I'm doing with the EQ. I'm cutting out the 120 hertz and I am moving the nasal frequencies at 200 and 400 and 800 and also 1400. I'm just moving on to touching frequencies there. Then I'm boosting up on the 4500 just to bring out the presence in the vocals. And I am using this as the first form of DSR at 8K. I'm de-essing the vocals with the dynamic EQ just to tune harsh frequencies. So, and then I'm going into a DSR. And what this DSR is doing is just taking care of all the sibilants in the song. And let's play you with this, with the EQ and the DSR.
A mini baller, no need Jesse. Cause in the city, people busy. I beg you send the money
Engage.
come. My God,
see,
you got all the phones in this.
it has this clarity to the vocals, and what's just doing is just taking care of all the prompts and every confusing the vocals. And then I went into an MV2. Now I'm doing a 1 dB of this. I'm bringing out the low level at 1 dB with this MV2. I'm bringing it up. That's all I'm doing with this MV2 from Waves. Then I went into a Climber Pi. This is a compressor. This is my first compressor. I'm just taming the peaks just the first stage of peaks with the 3 dB 3-to-1 ratio and or 1:1, and also I'm just finding the threshold that suits the vocal. Then I'm then going back into a Chroma Piles too also, but this is more like a serial compression. I'm using it just to tame the frequencies and the peaks again, and I'm boosting up to the level that suits the beat with this gain here, and that is what I did. And basically, this is all my chain in all my vocals and in all the parts and everything. The only difference is I will play you the doubles and every other thing. But one thing you have to notice that all this goes into this fresh air. This fresh air is just to add the sparkle and bright vocal texture to the mix. And that is basically how the chain goes. Then let me just play you, then start breaking down the rest vocals. So with it in section with the beat, and it sounds like this.
In the city, people busy. My phone they ring, my mind they go. For Naija, where don't hide, dollar don't rise, people they buy, everybody want ya.
Can you hear the clarity in it? The clarity is nice. So that's basically what I did there. Then I went into my reverb. My reverb, I'm using a lush hall, which is then going. This is basically a free reverb, and it's going into a Valhalla plate, and I'm just leaving everything as default, no EQ. Then I'm going into a delay called repeater. This is a repeater plugin, and that's basically all this the delay effect on this mix. Then this is how the lead vocal went.
Everybody want jackpot. We are no good news, but they para wo. Forget the news, they be lamba wo. I pay my dues, they me sorry wo. Now then they thief they.
So, and my doubles, I didn't do much. It's they similar stuff I did on the doubles. They just copied the chain on this and just dragged it here. So the self-explanatory, I just brought down the level on the Chroma pipe by -6 dB, which is different from what I did on the lead vocals, just to make it sit on it. And let's play it with it together. There's a section that sounds together.
And they thief they be bara wo. I want that they won't buy person. The more you look, not the less you see. Give us also we go take Jesse. A mini baller no need Jesse. Cause in the
So basically, that's all I did there. Then the next part was this is the only part that's different from every other thing. Every other part in the song is similar. The chain is the same thing, but I only introduced this duo vocal modeling doubler from Antares after introducing it, and I then introduced the telephone effect by far filter into it, and I'm taking out all the resonance in the vocals just to get rid of all those resonance, and that's all I did there. And it then went into giving me this kind of effect. This is the effect of the telephone vocals on the mix.
I pay my dues, me sorry wo. They won't buy person. You see, I know be Jesse.
So that's basically everything there. Then let's go to the background vocals. The background vocals is this background vocal here. Background vocals here, I kind of
For Naija, where don't hide, dollar don't rise, people they buy, everybody want ya. Everybody want ya. For Naija, where don't hide, dollar don't rise, people they buy, everybody want ya. Everybody want jackpot, oh. Everybody want ja, 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 for Naija, ja, 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 ja. Everybody want ja, ja.
So So basically, there's not too much I really did in this vocals, just a couple of what I did on the lead vocals. The thing I did is I checked on the compression level, I changed it. It's similar to the lead vocal, but I just tamed the resonance there and also brought down the levels that suits into the mix. And the same thing, there's nothing too much, it's the same chain I did there. And all these vocals are all going into this fresh air, so that I'm not going to start doing each fresh. I'm just trying to get the sparkle of the vocals here. And that is basically what I did here. In the next video, I will be explaining how I did the mastering of this song. Thank you, and see you in the next video.